What is up guys, my name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I'll be going over a Photoshop alternative that you guys can use if you guys don't want to pay for the monthly subscription to a Photoshop account. So I do have Photoshop, but I have come across this free alternative that is very similar to Photoshop. So you guys can start using it if you guys want all the tools that Photoshop has to offer, but don't want to pay the premium for it. Now before I jump into this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content where I give you guys free advice on where to get awesome software, please smash that like button for me because it helps me out a tremendous amount and only takes a couple seconds out of your day, and I'd much appreciate it. Now without any further ado, let's just jump straight into my computer to show you guys where this software is and what it is called. Okay, so we are in my computer right now. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into Google and you're going to want to look up Photopea, spelled P-H-O-T-O-P-E-A, Photopea. Once you search that, it's going to bring up this one as your very first search result, and I'll also link the link for this website in the description down below if you want to check it out. But this is pretty much an online version of Photoshop. So once you click on it, it's going to bring you to this page. Click the X button and it's going to load up Photopea so you guys can start using it right away. So let's wait for that to load up, and then I will go ahead and give you guys an example of what you guys can do. So you can save and edit things in Photoshop files, PNGs, JPEGs. Pretty much all the functionalities that you have with Photoshop, you will have within Photopea. The only downside with Photopea is that things are a little bit sluggish. They're not as fast as if you had it downloaded on your computer, but it is a really good free alternative as it does look exactly like Photoshop. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Photoshop software right now since I do have it installed to show you guys the resemblance of both softwares. So this right here is the real Photoshop, as you guys can see with the Photoshop icon in the top left. Let's go ahead and pull that to the side, and then on the left side, this is where the Photopea is. So with the side-by-side comparison, it does look very close to Photoshop. Photoshop does look a little bit nicer, but you do pay a premium for Photoshop. So if you don't want to pay a premium for Photoshop, then I would suggest using Photopea until you can have enough money saved up to invest into a software like Photoshop. So let's go back into Photopea, and a couple things to mention is that on the right side, there are ads. So this is how they fund Photopea for you to use it for free. The ads make them money, and that's not a big deal because it is out of the way. But if you do not like the ads, you guys can click the account button on the very top, and then it'll allow you to upgrade your account. So you have an option of a free version or a premium version. The free version does have ads. You do have full functionality, but the steps in the history, you only get 30. If you guys don't know what that is, the history is right here on the right. This will allow you to go back a couple paces from where you worked from, and then you can go back without hitting Control-Z, Control-Z, Control-Z. You guys can just go into the history and go back 30 steps from wherever you want to go to. So you have 30 steps in the free version, but in the premium version, you have 60. And it also has no ads. So the price for it, if you're going to buy it for a single user, it'll be $9 for every month, or you can upgrade it for $10 for 90 days, which is a little weird. I guess that's how they do that pricing, to sell you guys for that extra $1. And then for a whole year, it's going to be $40. So you guys can upgrade it if you guys really like this software. If not, you guys can go ahead and just use the free version, as this video is about the free version. So let's go ahead and close out of that, and let's go back into Photopea. So if you want to open up a new template, click File, hit New, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the profile for YouTube. So click on that, and you can select from any of these templates right here. Let's just select the very first one to let it load up. So this is the template for the YouTube, and it automatically knows which one you're using. So it is set to 800 by 800, which is really nice, so you don't have to look up what pixels you need for the YouTube profile picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to find an image to replace this green ghost right here. So let's go into Google, and then let's look up radial background. Now this radial background is very popular in the YouTube community. So let's go ahead and just grab one of these. Let's select this blue and purple one. And what's cool about this is you can right click and hit copy image, go back into Photopea, just do Control V, and then you allow it to see the images and text copy to the clipboard, hit allow, then it'll paste it right in. So it's really nice, so you don't have to download the image. Now you can download it and then upload it, but I like just copying and pasting it it makes it very easy and makes it very fast for me to work within this program. So let's go ahead and just kind of center it right here. So once it's centered right here, what I like to do is I like to kind of blur the background. So hit filter on the very top, click blur, and then go to Gaussian blur. Click on that and it blurs the background, so the main focus is not the background. So it's a little bit blurred right now. Let's do it like that, so it's not too blurry, but it is blurry enough so you focus on the main image. Click OK. Then you're going to want to add either a shape or an image. Let's just go with a shape and let's do a circle here. So an ellipse tool, if you hold and click this shape button, it allows you to select which tool you want or which shape you want. I'm going to go with the ellipse shape. Click on that and then drag and create a circle. So I like to hold shift to keep the proportion of the circle. So let's just create it like so, and it's gonna fill it in red. So let's just move it towards the middle and let's get rid of the fill on that circle. So it's gonna have all these options on the very top. Go ahead and remove the fill of the circle, and then I like to add a stroke to it. So let's just go ahead and select a color. And let's see here, let's do a white color, and let's make the stroke pretty thick here. So let's make it like a 39, and then let's center this bad boy over the image like so. And then once it's done, you can add some text to it, or if you want to add an outline, you can double click the circle shape, then it'll bring up the layer style options. You can add a drop shadow to it to make it look more professional, or maybe even an outer glow. Let's go ahead and add both of them and hit OK. Then let's add a text. So this is the text box right here. Click on that. So you can add text. So let's add my initials, BC, and then let us pull that down a bit. And let's go ahead and make this bigger. So how you can do that is you hit the transform controls button right here, and then you can hold shift and then transform this to however big you want. Now the downside to using this cloud-based software is that you don't have a lot of keyboard shortcuts. When you're in Photoshop, you can hit Control T, which will allow you to transform the tool, which I'm very used to. But in here, you're gonna have to go ahead and click that transform button in order to resize any image. So go ahead and resize it to your liking. Let's make it right about there. And then let's change the layer style again. Let's do drop shadow and then outer glow. Actually, let's remove the outer glow and just do drop shadow like so. Center it up a bit, and then go ahead and let's add some color to this. So let's change the color of the text to, let's do red maybe. Let's see how that looks. So it goes like that, red. You can also change the font of the text. If you highlight it, you can select the fonts right here. Let's just find a better one than Carlito. So there's some previews. Let's go ahead and add Erica 1. That one doesn't look too bad here. So once you click on something for it to load, it does show up on the very top. And like I said, it does take some time. Now this font does look super weird, so I did not expect that to look like so. So let's change it to a different one. Let's do Familiar Pro. That looks much better. And then let's make this a little bit smaller so it fits in the circle so it's not overlapping. So just like that, that creates a very simple profile picture for your YouTube if you want to create something very simple. Obviously, you can make it look much better if you put more time into it. You can also add your own profile picture in here if you guys don't want to use text. But this is a cloud-based software that I recently came across and I learned about, and I wanted to show all of you guys that you guys can start using it because it is very, very similar to Photoshop, and you don't have to buy Photoshop in order to start creating awesome content. So that is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content where I show you guys all of the free tools that you guys can use to create YouTube content or any content at all, please smash that like button for me because it helps me out a tremendous amount. If you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, leave it in the comment section down below because I answer almost every single comment you guys leave down there. And like always, I will catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.